Hello, welcome to Not So Awesome Review. And today we're looking at the Dragon Ball Super Dragon Star Series Mystic Gohan action figure by Bandai. And this figure comes with the right leg for the KO Build-A-Figure, and he comes with a pair of open hands, which are basically the same as every kind of Goku-esque body. And I'm saying Goku-esque body because I'm pretty sure this is a retool of the Super Saiyan Blue Vegito body. I know it's not technically Goku, but you guys know what I mean. And yeah, so aside from the boots and the gloves and the hat, I want to say that more or less it is the same torso and everything. So that's fine. I don't mind. Companies do that all the time. What I do mind is the big mistake they made with the hair. Now, if you've seen the product images for this figure, you would have noticed that it was Mystic Gohan from Dragon Ball Super. He doesn't have this bang. You can even go on YouTube right now if you don't believe me. You don't think I'm remembering this correctly. Go on there, search the Gohan Piccolo versus Namekians fight. You'll see that Mystic Gohan doesn't have that, and it's funny because, like I said, the product images and stuff don't show him with the bang. They had it right. The prototype had it right, but somebody in Bandai was like, no, no, no. Let's spend more money. Let's spend the extra little, however much, for the plastic for the hair and retool it and add that on there because that's correct when it's actually not correct. And it just kind of annoys me because you guys had it right and you messed up. You darn goofed, and it sucks because it would have been cool to have a Gohan that fit in with the rest of the line for the Tournament of Power figures. There's already a figure arts version of Gohan and from the Boo Socket that has the bang, which is fine. It's cool. I think it's getting a little bit harder to get. It's an older figure. He's on the older body, so he's not the greatest, but it still would have been cool to have an updated look for Gohan. But no, they dropped the ball on it, and we got this one, which again isn't bad, isn't horrible, but it just sucks. And I know I probably spent way too much talking about it and complaining about it, but it's the most frustrating thing on this figure. Aside from that, he looks pretty good. I mean, the face could honestly be a little bit better. His eyes, I think, are a little bit too big, and the mouth still has that kind of pink thing. Nowhere near as good as the Kaioken Goku. The Kaioken Goku nailed the look perfectly. This one, something's missing, and the skin tone is way too pale, in my opinion. I want to say his chest may be a little bit darker, but I think that's because that's actually painted on. The arms are definitely, from what I can tell, molded in the skin color, and so is the face and neck. And you can just tell that it is very pale, especially in person. Doesn't look good. They need to fix the skin tone colors because same thing happened with, I believe, Kaba and the original Super Saiyan Blue Goku. They're just all way too pale. The skin tone is off, and just can you guys fix that? That'd be great. Anyways, articulation is what you would expect from a Dragon Star figure. Can't really look up. Can look down just, well, fine, because that's mostly the way he's looking. He does look straighter than the other Gokus, which is good. You can't switch the head out, which is actually annoying. I already tried it. Got the Super Saiyan Blue Goku head off and put it on this body. And the peg on this one is too small, which sucks, because that would have been a really good mod that I think a lot of people would have done, is probably bought extra one of these to put Goku's head on this body. I don't know, missed opportunity in my opinion. They'll probably release Goku in this body with the blue hair just to make more money. I don't know. I'm just thinking businessy, probably what they were thinking. Maybe not. Maybe they just did it like that. But the hair, what the heck? Anyways, so arm wise, you can go up that much. Can rotate forward and back. You can go all the way around, but it's a little bit messy, so I'm not gonna really show you guys. Can rotate the upper bicep, and his arm is completely level, which is awesome. The other Goku, or the Goku, I should say, not the other Goku, kind of just because of the body. But the Goku, he had that curve where he was always kind of like that. This Gohan can go straight. Love that. He does have that double jointed elbow, which is good. He does have the swivel and the hinge at the wrist. He can lean back noticeably, which is good. He can lean forward, kind of, and pivot side to side and rotate left and right in all the good ways. He can kick forward about that much straight, but you can get the leg to go up that much if you really wanted to. Backwards, not so much, and he does have a double jointed knee, albeit it doesn't really do much from the top hinge, it just rocks a little bit, but still good enough. And he does have the rotation and slight pivot at the foot, and I want to say, yeah, if you rotate it, it can go forward and back. So it's like on a hinge. It's not the best system in the world, but at least it's trying, I guess. Body mold wise, it's not bad. It looks like Gohan slash Goku, which I'm gonna always make that comparison because they're dressed exactly the same and they usually reuse the same body for both characters. At least they did with the Figuarts, Gohan and Goku. I mean, they're basically the same body with different heads and accessories, but yeah, not bad. I actually do like it. Would be a good stand-in for people who can't afford the Ultimate Gohan. Was that what it was called, or is it still called Mystic Gohan? Whichever the Figuarts one was called. For people who can't afford it, can't find it, want to wait for a re-release, this is a pretty decent stand-in, but it just, again, annoys me that we could have had a different version of Gohan, albeit the only difference being the hair. It such a missed opportunity. But anyways, let's get on to some size comparisons and wrap this video up. So for quick size reference, here he is next to a Marvel Legends Spider-Man and a figurized standard Piccolo. You can see he's shorter than both of them. Should be a lot shorter than Piccolo, but yeah, I mean, it's decent, I guess, by proportion. It's actually not that far off from Marvel Legends. They're a little bit bigger, but they're shorter. I don't know, just showing you guys what it looks like. And here he is compared to the other figures in the wave. And I do want to mention that the Gohan's body is actually a pretty good improvement over the body they used over here, like leg-wise and everything. I know different characters, but let's be honest, they're essentially wearing the same thing, even though this Goku does have a different gi on. The Gohan's legs are straighter, so he can stand up actually a lot better. He's a lot better balanced, easier to get up, while Goku here is kind of annoying to balance. And again, they improved the arms so they can be straight and stuff. Actually, I think the right arm might be a little bit too straight in this shot, but yeah, it's a pretty good improvement overall, and I wish the heads were swappable. That's my only complaint. But anyways, moving on. Lastly, here he is compared to the SH Figuarts version of himself, and it's kind of funny because the one on the left does not have the nicest look. It is on the older body with the weird upper arms, and even just the way that like the shirt sleeves are done on it doesn't look that great. The lower crotch area even doesn't look so good. The Dragon Star series actually, in my opinion, might look a little bit better. Proportion wise, I actually prefer it over the Figuarts. Even the face, as much as I'm saying that the eyes are too big and I don't like the mouth thing, this is back before, even Tanami Nations was doing a good job with the faces. Now, I'm not saying that the old Gohan is bad by any means. His articulation is still miles better than the Dragon Star series, but yeah, it's just funny because, one was way more money and the other one goes for about 20. And I think he's actually going for a pretty good amount of money now, like 60, 70, maybe, around that range. Yeah, it's kind of funny that even though he is weaker in the articulation department, he might actually look better than him. And I'm sure we're going to get a re-release or an updated version of a Dragon Ball Super, Gohan, and it'll look amazing, and it'll blow the Dragon Star series one out of the water. But for now, I actually almost prefer the Dragon Star series. And mixing and matching with your collection won't be too bad because you guys can see here, they're almost the same size, just a few centimeters off. If anything, the Figuarts hair actually goes up just a little bit higher than the Dragon Star one. So there you go with that. It's actually not a bad stand-in at all. So overall, I can say that it's not that bad of a figure. His articulation is decent enough. The look on him is actually, in my opinion, a little bit better than the Figuarts, albeit the Figuarts is on an older body, and once we get the newer one, like I said, it'll probably blow this one out of the water, but for now, I like it. Articulation, again, could be better. My biggest gripe with it is still the hairpiece. Like, what were you guys thinking? You had it right. You had the right hair, and then you messed it up, and you done goofed yourself, and it just sucks that they went in that route. But still a cool figure, nonetheless. Happy to have it, and I do recommend it because, like I said, he looks better in my opinion than the other one. Just aesthetically nicer looking figure, aside from maybe the eyes being a little bit off, the skin being a little bit too pale. It's not a bad figure, and that's pretty much where I'm going to stand on that. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this review. If you did, hit the like button, comment down below, subscribe for more, and I will see you all later. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.